வரவேற்கின்றது மரியாதைக்குரிய பாரத பிரதமர் திரு நரேந்திர மோடி அவர்களே. We now welcome our honorable chief guest, the honorable
to have you here, sir. Being on this stage in this auditorium with you enhances and exhilarates each and every one of us. Today is a day that we will remember forever and ever, because this is a milestone and a moment that we will cherish. We'd also like to welcome the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Thiru R.N. Ravi, Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Thiru M.K. Stalin, Union Minister for Information, Broadcasting and Youth Affairs and Sports, Thiru Anurag Singh Thakur avargal, Honorable Union Minister of State for Fisheries, Dairy, Information and Broadcast, Thiru L. Murugan avargal, Honorable Minister for Climate Change and Youth Welfare and Sports Development, Government of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Shivavi Meyyathan avargal, the President of the International Chess Federation, Mr. Arkady Dvorkovich. அடுத்ததாக 100 கருவிகளால் இசைக்கப்படும் இந்தியாவின் நேஷனல் ஆந்தம், அதனைத் தொடர்ந்து தமிழ் தாய் வாழ்த்து. அனைவரையும் தாழ்மையுடன் எழுந்து நிற்குமாறு கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறோம். We now request all of you to rise for the performances of the national anthem of India, followed by the invocation to the motherland, Mother Tamil, presented by James Vasanthan's 100-piece choir, requesting everyone to kindly stay risen for the national as well as the state anthem. Thank you. Thank you very much. You may kindly be seated. Moving ahead, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for me to welcome the Honorable Minister for Youth Welfare and Sports Development, Government of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Shivavi Viswanathan avargal, to render the welcome address.
Dignitaries and the dais and off the dais, good evening. I take immense pride in welcoming you all to India and to Tamil Nadu for the inauguration of the 44th FIDE Chess Olympiad 2022. Chennai, aptly known as the capital of chess in India, is all set to host one of the biggest international sporting events from 28 July to 10th August 2022. The government of Tamil Nadu and All India Chess Federation have stood shoulder to shoulder and have here successfully raced against time to make the 44th Chess Olympiad an unprecedented sporting experience for the players and spectators alike. We express our sincere thanks to Government of India for extending all cooperation in this endeavor. We deem it an absolute honor that our Honorable Prime Minister Thiru Narendra Modi is with us today to inaugurate the event. This Olympiad would not have been possible at the scale without the continued support and consistent encouragement shown by the Union government led by the Honorable Prime Minister. We welcome the Honorable Prime Minister to this prestigious event. It's my pleasure to welcome Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Thiru R.N. Ravi. Dreams come true, but for that, it is essential to conceive an idea in the first place. Our Honorable Chief Minister has made this possible. Being a sportsman himself, he meticulously planned each and every step of this esteemed international tournament marked by the class and grandeur. It's my privilege to welcome Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Muthuvel Karunanidhi Stalin. I would like to express my hearty welcome to Honorable Union Minister for Information and Broadcasting and Youth Affairs and Sports, Thiru Anurag Singh Thakur. We are grateful for the unwavering cooperation and guidance of the Union Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. My special welcome to Honorable Union Minister of State, Thiru L. Murugan. It's my privilege to welcome RKD Tavakoch, President of PIDE, and all other dignitaries on and off of the dais. Ladies and gentlemen, we are extremely honored to have you here as our guest today. Sports transcends national, ethnic, racial, and linguistic boundaries apart from being a glorious first human excellence. After enduring one of the greatest health crises in human history in the form of COVID pandemic, here we are here. As one big family, we are as marked the global solidarity. With this spirit, we are extremely delighted you have around 2,000 participants and thousands of spectators from all over the world. People of Tamil Nadu, welcome you all with great love and affection. Once again, on behalf of Government of India, the Government of Tamil Nadu, and the All India Chess Federation, I extend very warm welcome to all of you. We sincerely hope that your experience in Chennai will be cherished forever. இந்த மகத்தான நிகழ்வின் காட்சி ஊடகங்கள் மூலம் கண்டு மகிழும் உலகெங்கும் ஆளும் கோடிக்கணக்கான தமிழ் நெஞ்சங்களுக்கு என் வணக்கத்தையும் வாழ்த்துக்களையும் கூறி நிறைவு செய்கிறேன். வணக்கம், நன்றி.
Nandri, sir. Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, we'd now like to invite the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Thiru M.K. Stalin avargal, to felicitate the Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Modi avargal. Once again, beautiful moment on wheels itself in front of our eyes, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu felicitates the Honorable Prime Minister of India. Sir, ungalai gauravipadil engalukku mikavum magizhchi. Thank you so much for being here once again. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, you may be aware that we are home to the oldest living language still in use. In addition, this is also amongst the oldest continuing civilizations in the entire world. Our next event depicts the genesis, the evolution of one of the oldest civilizations. This act, this stunning act, has been choreographed by Shamak Davar and performed by his dance company. And the person who has lent his voice to this act is none other than our very own Ulaga Nayagan Kamal Hassan avargal. Kamal sir uடைய குரலில் தமிழ் மொழி, தமிழ் கலாச்சாரம், தமிழினுடைய பெருமையை காண்போமா?
கல் தோன்றி மண் தோன்றா காலத்தே வாளோடு முன் தோன்றி மூத்த கொடி. An excerpt from the புறப்பொருள் வெண்பா மாலை, a treatise from the 6th century, describes me as the one that existed before agriculture. I have seen kingdoms come and go. I have seen battles of wit and more. Amidst each of you, I'm here to tell a story, the greatest of them all, the Tamil soil's story. My Tamil man. Welcome. I am everywhere. I was there when the first block of wood was carved, the first king was crowned, the first ship set to sea. And I'm there when all the glory now lies beneath the sand. The value of what we unearth, a broken pot, a dirtied coin, a wooden toy, or a rusted iron tool from 4,000 years ago, is as priceless and timeless as the history it comes from, the Tamil land that it comes from.
Wonderful images there from Chennai. We'll come back to these live images of the inauguration of the World Chess Championships in India. That's coming up after a short break.
2,000 years of its existence. The 10th century Chola creation, the Veeranarayanapuram Reservoir, built by man, nourishes us with water till date. And as agriculture prospered, trade made its way. We traveled and traded with lands near and far, all the way up to Philippines. Owing to the vision of a great Chola king, Rajendra Cholan, we crossed the unforgiving Indian Ocean in the 10th century. He was the first to introduce the concept of an admiral. The INS Rajendra of the Indian Navy is a salute to that man and his marvels. When the sea was still a stranger and the shores became our friends. We were a civilized society, educated in the ways of life and the needs of those around us. In Curity, pots and earthen vessels bore names of their owners. A democratic election for the village head held in the 10th century under the rule of Parandagat Choran shows our people as able thinkers that they are. This thought, this community, this Tamil built the culture and society of yesterday and today. And our culture is as vast as the minds that created them, with a contribution to every form of art. Our martial art, Silambam, the dance of the wooden staff, showcases utmost discipline, showmanship, and grit. Bringing with it the surge of energy since the time of Kalitugai. An ancient text comes a sport like none other. Yeru Tazhuvudal, or embracing of the bull, famously known as Jallikattu, a sport of the masses. This sport is not man versus animal, but man and animal in harmony. Our dance forms are as diverse as us in the classical elegance of Bharatanatyam. people that we know as Nattupurakkalaikal are folk art. This robust energy of movement is met with the tranquility of the still. Our artisans and architects were ahead of their times, and who better to speak for that than I? Monuments from a single stone, studied as monolithic structures in the modern day. The flawless, smooth pillars of Susindram temple carved from a single stone. Mamallapuram, home of the Show Temple and the Five Rathas, the Museum of Indian Architecture. Over 2,000 years ago, the Pandyan king began 3 scholarly institutions called Sangams. Tolkappiyam is one of the oldest books of grammar for a language of today. Aindinai spoke of the vast terrain and their stories. Kurunji, Mullai, Marudam, Neidal, and Palai. And the Silappadigaram brings to light of progressive practices such as Sakyar Kuttu, a dance form where all are seen as equal. And on that note of equality comes the hero of her times, a feminist icon blazing through a courtroom of injustice, fighting to prove her husband's innocence, bearing the anklet of truth, a truth that the king refuses to see. So let's break the anklet, she says, and spill the queen's pearls. Bang goes the second anklet. The king is shocked to see the scattered rubies. The third and final anklet breaks. The truth engulfs not only the court of the king, but the entire city of Madurai. Tamil literature covered the ways of life and has nurtured many voices over the years. Tirukkural, the treatise for the whole world, holding in it 1,330 verses and 133 chapters about the ways and doings of man. is an ode to poetry itself. The poet's statue, the Thiruvalluvar statue in Kanyakumari, is testament to that. Our national bard, Bharatiyar, sang songs of liberation and his disciple.